Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello all.
All right, so I want to screen share this. We got some announcements here today. We have the new Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
I guess it's a movie, right?
Yeah, it's a movie.
A live-action animated,
Yep.
or whatever it is.
Yep.
Here it is. It is dubbed Scoob.
Yeah.
Which that's the actual artwork. That looks pretty good, Scooby, right there.
Yeah.
So he is called Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but they're just calling it Scoob.
Like, because that's what Shaggy called him.
Yeah.
Scoob. So that's a nickname. So, look, I was a fan of Scooby-Doo growing up, so I am all for a return. So now it's their Scooby-Doo is live action, but they're live action too?
Yeah, they're CGI and Scooby. Just like they did with those last two movies.
So are they CGI just Scooby, not the cast?
As far as I know, it's just Scooby they're CGI for right now. That's all I know.
Okay. We're gonna look into this. I'm not entirely sure. I thought the whole thing was gonna be animated.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is, but I thought Scooby was the only one who's going to do that.
Let me just see.
Because the last one is Freddie Prinze Jr. as Fred.
Yeah. Now, I know that the Flintstones is all animated. And Elizabeth Banks is bringing that back. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Everything's coming back, Scott.
Yes.
Flintstones. Now, here's the thing. Do you remember, and again, all nerds out there, I don't know if you've seen it. You've probably seen it. Nerds have seen this. Do you remember the Jetsons meeting the Flintstones? And you remember how Elroy had hit the time travel device to the far future?
Mm-hmm.
And they went to the Flintstones, and they thought that there was a malfunction and they were in the past. Turns out that was probably the future.
Yeah.
Because of nuclear waste and bombing and everything
else. They always
else.
hinted upon. Yeah.
So it was never confirmed, but it was hinted at that the Flintstones
and the Jetsons were the same universe.
It wasn't the same universe, but the Flintstones took place after the Jetsons.
Okay, yeah.
Because there was some type of war, and everything looked like it was going back to primitive, yet they did have technology from previous eras in stone form. So,
which they hinted upon in, of course, Aladdin. In fact, that could have actually taken place in the far future as well, instead of.
Yeah. So again, you always thought that the Flintstones was caveman times, but it wasn't.
It could have been,
It was probably the far future that things have decayed and dinosaurs came back and whatever, and people doing stuff with gene splicing, and maybe there you go. But as a kid, I loved the Jetsons. I loved Flintstones. It was awesome. So we also got more stuff. And I just couldn't believe my eyes the other day when I saw this, and I was talking to you, Scott, about this.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is not the crossover event for December. This is just an extra crossover event, which you think you got enough crossover events this year, but here we go. We have a storyline called Contagion, right? Is that how you say it? And
Contagion.
Yeah, where everybody gets infected. Reed Richards doesn't know how to figure it out. Doctor Strange's magic doesn't work on it. And they all start becoming these things, and before they get taken over completely, they try to solve the mystery and restore all the superheroes and supervillains back to form. Because I guess it's affecting the superheroes and supervillains, where they're becoming this
like
new thing.
The Lazarus versions of the original Fog.
Yeah, so this is sort of a weird. Not zombies, but this is.
Marvel, did she get infected too?
They're becoming fungi or something. Yeah. So again, that's listen, that's weird.
Here's another thing. if you're going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con, I saw the thing from Lady Death earlier. There's going to be 2 booths.
Okay.
There's going to be the regular Lady Death, and then the artist who used to do the comic book S.A. or Shy.
Yeah.
Doing a shared thing to where the 25th anniversary of that comic book, the cover of that is going to be able to be matched up with the a Lady Death cover. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. So if you're going to the San Diego Comic-Con, God, I worship you. You're my hero. So I forget how many feet away the guy said the artist who does She is, but nonetheless, in one booth you're going to have the Lady Death cover. The other, you've got the She cover, and they both will join in to make one large splash page.
Nice. All right, so we got an update on the Scoob. I'm sorry. I was right. It is animated.
The
whole thing is animated.
All right.
It is 3D computer animated comedy.
All right.
All the actors and actresses are supplying the voices. So the voices of Frank Weckler, Will Forte, Amanda Siegfried, Zac Efron, Gina Rodriguez, Tracy Morgan, Ken Jeong, Kiersey Clemens, Mark Wahlberg, Jason Isaacs. So again, it is going to be animated, 3D animated. So there's your answer. Oh, also, the other day, and this is reference to you, David Blythe. We were talking about the Spider-Man comic, right? And I was talking how I was going through it fast, and I was saying how Peter had something to say to Mary Jane. Mary Jane had something to say to Peter. I know he didn't propose to her. It's something I would have wanted him to do, but I didn't mean it literally like he proposed. Because if he did propose, you would have the money shot splash page of him going on one knee and then making a whole goddamn huge thing about it. I know he didn't, but it just, to me, that fell flat. That he's going to tell us something important. I go back to school. And it's like, nobody gives a shit. That's the whole point. It's like, and she's going back to acting. So, like, this big announcement was not a big announcement. Both of them fell flat. So, sometimes when we talk on here, people are like, that's not what happened, Matrixlord. Look, everybody relax. I was just talking what I've liked to see. That's not a big deal. Again, I know plenty of times from reading comic books that when they do something like that, it's going to be a 2-page spread or 1-page spread. It's going to be a big thing. He proposes. It's going to be all over the news. There's going to be stories on it. It's going to be everywhere. I understand that. I just wish it was the case. All right, so that I got that out of the way. So that Lord's mobile thing is so addicting with that mobile game. I can't put it down. Can't put it down. Stop me from playing everything.
Daddy.
But I'm ranked number 2 according to my guild, whatever the whole thing is. I'm like number 2. So, but when I did it, I didn't create the name. I didn't put for Matrixlord. I just created some cool character with name, and then I put Matrixlord next to it. So people, wouldn't know it's me, obviously, unless it's impossible to know it's me. But I should have. I realizing that I should have put. But I was like, no, that's a character. You're being so.
You want to get him do something.
It's the character that I'm representing. So that's the character, and I'm Matrixlord212. All right. So box office wise, we have an interesting story to tell. Spider-Man: Far From Home, right, has in 613.
Okay.
So now it's time for the calculations. Okay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Probably we'll have 800 million by Monday, and then it will just take 2 weeks. Boom, it'll be $1 billion. That's it. So we don't have to worry about Spider-Man: Far From Home. It did what it had to do. It's going to probably be $1 billion. Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 has in 667. Again, it's going to do more than that. It's a hit.
And somebody made certain they added another penny to that, I wonder, just
I know, right?
here's that 666.
Yeah, they probably did. Yesterday movie is a hit. Like, it really is. People going nuts over this. It's been number 3 for a little while, but it's just ranking up the money there, $60 million. So I want to see that.
Yes,
but I also kind of, the nerd in me want to see if, like, it's a time travel thing. Like, maybe somebody made a mistake in the past and changed the whole time. I don't know. That's just a nerd in me thinking that that's what happened. But anyway, Annabelle Comes Home, $138 million. Now, somebody had picked apart the movie saying that they messed up the timeline of the Conjuring universe, and they were just like going deep. You know what? I don't really care.
Yeah, to me, come on, folks. It's a horror flick. If you're
they got the year wrong, and the guy sung this song in 71, but it's supposed to take place in 68. Okay, big deal. Maybe in this universe they created.
Look at the song from X-Men Phoenix, Dark Phoenix. A song that they had on the radio actually came out a couple or so years before or afterward.
Right. And supposedly in Stranger Things they didn't have red M&Ms back then or something like that. Which is whatever. All right, so Aladdin, 926. 926 for Aladdin. Okay. Midsummer has in 14 million. Now I heard that this sucker, when it goes on Blu-ray DVD, has an extended cut of 60 minutes extra or
the Snyder cut.
It's some huge thing. Oh, is it 30 minutes extra or 60? It's supposed to be like a big cut. Makes a difference. So I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Secret Life of Pets is going to remain secret because they're not going to have another one. 260.
That was a movie that should have remained as a one shot.
Yeah, but Men in Black is hanging in there, man. I mean, it
was a decent movie. I'll say it was a decent movie.
We're at 236 now. So again, it is profitable a little bit, but
yeah,
I would be nice if it could make 3. I don't know if it's going to make 3. I mean, it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there on a cliff.
Yeah, it was a decent movie. Granted, it was a predictable movie, but it was a decent movie. I'll even say that.
All right, so Endgame. We stand at, I'm going to screen share this. Okay, so we stand at 2,773,741,636. The problem with it now is it makes hundreds of thousands of dollars compared to millions. So the next time let's see, it made 384,000 on Wednesday.
Okay. Down 24.2.
So again, you're talking that by tomorrow it will be maybe 2,774. But don't expect it to go unless we get the India numbers. It's listen, it would be nice if India made 10 million.
Yes.
I don't think it will, but we're waiting on that. So hopefully
that would be awesome.
We got good news, I hope. And supposedly there is a rumor that there will be another expanded release, and that at Comic-Con soon they're going to announce new stuff, supposedly after credits, to make this push better. Supposedly. Rumor. Let's ditch effort.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are going to make fun of this if it beats it, and they're going to be like, that's such, they people are going to cry foul. But you know what? I don't know.
Because that last little release, people weren't too thrilled about, so they're trying to.
It's like they're running a race and they keep extending the finish line out.
Yeah.
Wait, they're not ready yet. Wait.
Oh no, that was just a That was just a sneak peek. We got the true one coming the next
wait,
one.
it's not over. It's not over.
Sneak peek. So we're going to, yeah.
It's not over, but it's out of the theaters. We'll give you money to put it back in the theaters. Okay. It's like, we're Disney. We're Disney. It's like, all right. When Disney calls you up, you listen. I can just imagine half these movie theaters flipping out. Like, I don't want to put it in the theater again. It's taken away from another movie. Why do I got to do,
Granted, I can what they should do. All right. If they're going to do that, look at what movies are actually going to be leaving the cinemas, okay?
Yeah.
And then put them in replacement of that.
Yeah.
Instead of sacrificing.
You know what it is? There's always something new, though. They want to throw this stuff in there, It's like something will lose a chance. It's not that.
But still,
that everybody has to do.
Look at what movies are coming to a close. Because after, 2-3 weeks, people have generally seen a lot of these movies.
Yeah, I know. But
the ones that have been out for 2-3 weeks.
The problem is
3 to 4 weeks better.
Listen, the problem is if they were to do it this week, right? That means that they would poop all over Crawl and Stuber. Yeah. And that would be messed up for Crawl and Stuber. I still don't know which
one of those two I'm going to go see on Sunday.
Right. And again, I don't think they're going to do this when Lion King comes out.
No, they wouldn't risk that.
So this might happen in August or it might happen like now. You know what? I could see them screwing over Crawl and Stuber. I could see that.
I think they're going to wait until the end of the month, either the end of this month or mid next month.
Because it's going to go away, man. It's not going to be in the theaters that much longer.
But they're going to wait. They've got Lion King coming out, so I honestly think they're going to wait till after
August.
Yeah, I think they're honestly going to wait until Lion King's going to be in. I'm going to say
a couple more weeks, right?
I'm going to say at least 2 weeks into Lion King's run, they're going to go. Here's Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, we do 20 million. We're in.
Yeah,
basically, that's all we're trying to get, or less. We're in now. If they decide to re-release Avatar, that doesn't matter. Who cares? But still, we did it. So, well, not really, because if it's out of the theaters and they bring it back, then it's asterisks. Right now, there won't be no asterisks supposedly because it's still in the theaters. Still, but.
I still remember. I'm trying to remember what movie it was years ago when Blockbuster was still around. I'm still trying. I don't remember the movie off the top of my head now. I used to.
What was it?
I don't remember the movie off the top of my head. But funny thing is people had two choices. They could either see it, they could either rent it at Blockbuster, or they could have gone and seen it when our little dollar cinema was open over here. So it's like they had two choices to see this one movie. I don't remember what it is.
Oh, so it was out on, and then it was also still in the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in our little second run movie joint.
That's interesting.
Our second run movie joint is now Synergy.
Yeah. Brie Larson wants to be in Star Wars.
Oh no.
She got dressed up like Obi-Wan Kenobi. She's really a Star Wars nut, like we are. And supposedly she's like basically, she wants it, man. She wants to be in it, man.
No.
She wants to be in the new trilogy. She's like, basically, come on, man. Listen, you know what? Here's the thing.
Make her a Jawa and everybody.
No, but you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe she will be excellent in it, because I love Captain Marvel. So, the Rocket Man director is going to be directing Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
And Tim Miller, we hear that name again, talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. He says you're going to love the new redesign.
Okay, so they
definitely pulled the release. They redesigned it. It's that's what they're gonna do. And that is it for the Everything Show tonight, I believe. We will be back. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Oh.